Good morning, Mike and Arlen, our Philippine journey. Yes, we're in the province. We're at our house in the province, which is a typical Filipino project. We build it a little at a time. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. I want to talk about Ace Bachelor Cool, and I want to ask your opinions and questions. So let's get started.
I never got it, why'd you have to go? I guess this world's too slow for you. I think there's beauty in the gray, the cold, but you just want the gold. And there's no way I can beat it, cause I got no chance, no chance when it comes to her. She got the glitter and the fame, and I just wasn't enough.
Hey, look, you know what? I apologize. It's a little bleak. It's not decorated. We do one project at a time every time we come here. And I apologize about the quality of the image. Uh, we're definitely having issues. We've had brownouts every day since we've been here. So we'll see how long the electric holds up on this one and whether my internet will even get it uploaded. But let's talk about Ace Bachelor Cool. Yesterday, I was able to get coverage long enough to watch a video that he did regarding YouTube scams, YouTubers scamming. He called them e-beggars. And of course, there is no doubt that there are e-beggars out there, and there is no doubt that some are um, less than straight up or straightforward with respect to whatever money you give them. But to classify things a certain way. Um, One of the things that kind of stuck on me a little bit was this issue of, hey, you don't need to help support any channel. They're just using your money. And with that being said, he was talking about Patreon or YouTube membership, channel memberships, or even, as he specifically states, chats and super chats and thanks, donations during lives. Really? Well, he's saying, hey, if you have a question, just put it in the comments and I'll try to answer it. Well, that's a pretty key statement. I'll try to answer it. When you support a channel, what are you supporting? Now, Ace goes on to talk about he's been coming to the Philippines for, I don't know, 13 years, I think he said. But until recently, he's never lived here. He did stay here on extended tourist visas up till a year, I think, and then he had to go back to the U.S., take care of business. Good for him. All right, and that's great. But let's talk about a few things. I mean, if you're looking for information or you're looking to see how people do things, well, let me see here. Could you ask him about how to safely transact a property purchase? Never owned property, still doesn't own property in the Philippines. How about buying a used car or used scooter? Oh, well, he hasn't done that either. How about how to buy a condo? He's never done that. Does he even know how to get a cinema or why you would want to get a cinema? I'm not knocking Ace in any way. Nice enough guy. I've met him many times. He's met my wife. He's actually been to our condo in Angeles. Okay? But my point is when you support channels, are you giving them money or are you supporting their effort? We make no distinction between the two. Now, if somebody is asking for money for a charitable situation, that's just wrong. You have to be a registered charity in the Philippines in order to raise money for a charity. Okay? And then I think you should really and truly take a look at what is a charity. Okay? Now, why would you want to support or a channel? Why would you, it's free. Well, it's the effort that people put into it. How much effort do people put into providing content that you like? Okay? Certainly you wouldn't support a channel that doesn't provide content that you like. But if they provide content that you like, if they provide content that's relevant to you or could be relevant in the future, or if you appreciate the random relevantness, because not every topic is going to have something that you like, but if you appreciate that, then you recognize that it takes effort. And for many YouTubers, it's not how much money they make, it's the fact that they've met a personal goal. They've achieved something. Just like you, you feel good when you achieve something. And they see that there are people that care, that people are relevant to that. That's a big deal. So, no, Ace, I think you're wrong. I absolutely do. I don't think they're YouTube scammers. Now, would you book consultations? I personally would never offer consultations, just because a consultation is very complicated. Do you want where to go, who to meet, what to do? No. Could I tell you what is it like to live in Cebu? No. Why would I offer consultations on what could be so many subjects that we just really don't know about? Now, could we offer consultations about buying property, getting a lawyer, language, cinema, getting married, K1 process? No, actually, we can't offer you any consultation on the K1 process because Arlene and I actually got married in the Philippines prior to her getting her visa to go to the United States. Okay? And, could we offer how to adapt in the United States? Well, wouldn't how your future Filipina adapts to the U.S., wouldn't a lot of that depend on the neighborhood you're in, the level of life that you're at, her expectations? That's why I don't see a whole lot of return on investment on consultations. I think, because of the individualness. But when it comes to the letter of the law, to the regulations of what happens in the Philippines, you should be relying on information from people who actually know what they're doing. For instance, there's a blogger. They built a house. And what are they going to be able to do? Well, certainly they could tell you their construction technique, I guess. But this blogger actually built a house on family property. In other words, this was his wife's family's property. And it's not in his wife's name. And it's not a surveyed, divided piece of property. So in other words, it's nothing. It's just nothing. So all of that being said, the key point here is, Ace, you're wrong. People pay for relevance. And I don't see a problem with paying for relevance. I don't see a problem with people supporting people who put forth effort. Now, Ace puts a lot of effort. I mean, he does 1, 2 videos a day. But how valuable is his information? Well, certainly he can tell you how to get ripped off a couple of different times, more than once. Apparently he did not learn well enough the first time. All right. Secondly, he can tell you how to get taken advantage of by bar girls. Yes. Now, here's what Ace can tell you. Ace can tell you how to be a proper man whore. Very good at that, and we congratulate him. And we do, and this is nothing negative about Ace. He's entitled to his opinion, and I can understand it. But at the same time, what he's also entitled to is debate about whether that opinion is accurate or whether he should say things the way that he said that. I personally found it a little bit offensive. He actually said that why would you want to take advantage, or why would you want to listen to or pay for the advice of people and their relevance when they're married and have kids? Well, why not? Many of you will become involved in a relationship, and whether you want to be married or not, you may be living together. And in likelihood, although not always, your partner is going to have kids. Are you going to, what does Ace know about sending kids to school, or how to pick a private school, or how to raise this or raise that? What about Phil Health? How about insuring these kids and the family for major medical? All right, although it's debatable as to what you want to call it. All of that being said, we wish Ace the very, very best success with his channel. We actually do, but we strongly disagree. Tell us what you think. Tell us, in your comments, what do you think? We'd really like to know. And otherwise, please do subscribe and hit that thumbs up. It really helps a lot. Thanks.